But let's start on our energy self-harm. Can you believe we're about to make it worse for ourselves yet again? It seems almost beyond belief, doesn't it? But we're again going to hurt ourselves by making our electricity more expensive and less reliable. We're continuing to dismantle our cheap, reliable energy, and we've got nothing to replace it with. Well, nothing that works anyway. Yeah, the next big act of self-harm for the national electricity market happens in just over a fortnight, when this coal-fired power station in New South Wales' Hunter Valley will close for good. The Liddell Power Plant closure will rob the national grid of 1,200 megawatts of base load power. You know, dispatchable electricity that's affordable and it's there when you need it. And the new Energy Minister in New South Wales, she's all in on this, of course, she is. She's a Labor Minister, of course, incoming, but the Liberals are full bottle on net zero, and so are the Labor Party, of course. So they're happy to force these power stations out, and at the same time, they admit it's going to create more problems.
It just adds challenges to what New South Wales faces as we make the transition to renewable energy as fast as possible. We also have to make sure that the lights stay on and that the prices are as low as we can get them, because it's actually very challenging for households and for businesses. And my number one priority is to keep the lights on, and then we have to just move as quickly as we can to renewables.
Quickly to renewables, eh? It's the push to renewables that's forced the coal and gas generation out. And renewables are no good when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. This is a national problem. This is not just New South Wales, it's the national electricity market that links in all the eastern states. So if there's a lack of supply in one state, it will concertina on and hurt the other states as well. This stuff really does my head in every day. Penny Sharp there reckons that the electricity grid will have enough power. She reckons supplies will be tight, but okay. We'll see about that. But she does admit that this power station closure will mean that prices are going to go up even higher.
I'm going to be very upfront with people that there are real challenges here, and we in some ways have to do everything all at once with relentless focus on secure, reliable, as cheap as possible energy.
But you see, this is just not true, right? Renewable energy is not secure, it is not reliable, and it's not the cheapest possible form of energy. That is absolute dross. I mean, just have a look at what has happened to power prices in this country over the past couple of decades, when we've been massively increasing the amount of renewable energy and pushing out coal and gas. We've pumped tens of billions of dollars into renewable energy, and it's seen prices go through the roof, and it's made our supplies less reliable. And there's about $100 billion of additional spending yet to come, which we're all going to have to pay for. Consumers always pay in the end. And yet the federal Environment Minister runs nonsense like this.
We know that the more renewables we get into the grid, the better prices will be. We know that the more renewables we get into the grid, the better prices will be.
Well, no, we don't know that. We've seen precisely the opposite over the past 2 decades. Renewables have gone in and prices have skyrocketed. So that this election promise from last year is now a sad joke.
Reducing power prices by $275.
By 2025, $275 a year.
$275 a year.
We'll get power prices down by $275 a year.
Yeah, well, they're only missing that target by about $750, I guess, given prices have gone up by about $500 a year or more, rather than going down by $275. But the real worry is how much worse this will get, because the only plans that governments have is for spending more on renewables.
We've seen a doubling of the rate of project approvals, but we've also got a record number of renewable energy projects before me for assessment. So in coming months and years, we'll see even more renewable energy entering into our electricity grid. That means cheaper, cleaner energy for people's homes and businesses. It means lower power bills and lower pollution.
This is the big lie of the energy debate, isn't it? If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. The pain for families and businesses is only going to get worse, and eventually energy policy will be the undoing of the Albanese government.